When you are the very first person on Earth to take delivery of a multi-million-dollar hypercar, a standard options list simply isn't going to cut it. You don't just pick a paint color. You work directly with the engineering team to leave a permanent mark on the vehicle's legacy. Hennessey has officially pulled the covers off the world's very first customer-spec Venom F5-M Roadster. And this specific collector made sure this chassis screams individuality from every single angle. Walk up to the front, and you aren't looking at a standard factory emblem. The nose features a custom, real gold Hennessey badge gleaming under the sun. Walk around to the rear fascia, and the owner has completely bypassed the traditional factory model nomenclature. In its place sits his own custom name script prominently displayed right onto the bodywork. It is the ultimate expression of billionaire automotive flexing. But behind the gold and heavy personalization lies a machine that is deeply intimidating from a pure mechanical standpoint. This isn't just a rolling art piece. It is a violent engineering experiment. Let's see if the structural blueprints back up the sheer audacity of this spec. Let's talk numbers, because the engineering math here defies all modern logic. At the core of the F5-M is Hennessey's legendary 6.6-liter twin-turbocharged Fury V8 engine. It pumps out a mind-numbing 1,817 horsepower. But here's the catch. Unlike the standard automated Venom F5, the M designation means all that power is channeled strictly through a 6-speed manual transmission. Think about the sheer mechanical stress. Delivering nearly 2,000 twin-turbocharged horsepower to a rear-wheel drive platform through a traditional clutch pedal is a recipe for instant traction loss. To prevent the car from destroying its own drivetrain or its driver, Hennessey's engineering team had to completely overhaul the engine management software. They developed a highly complex, speed-dependent power delivery curve that carefully limits torque in the lower gears before unleashing the full, terrifying mechanical fury once you find grip in the higher ratios. It is a masterclass in software restraint meeting analog violence. Inside the cockpit, the entire layout has been restructured to celebrate the art of shifting your own gears. The center console features a beautifully machined, elevated billet aluminum gate that houses the carbon fiber gear shifter. The physical ergonomics are completely driver-centric, positioning the stick precisely where your hand drops naturally from the steering wheel. Because this is a dedicated open-top roadster, the aerodynamic engineering had to be heavily modified as well. To balance the airflow changes caused by the removal of the roof and the addition of a prominent, roof-mounted air intake scoop, the F5-M deploys a massive, newly designed carbon fiber dorsal fin that runs down the spine of the rear deck lid. This acts as a stabilizing vertical rudder under high speeds, ensuring that even when you are wrestling the steering wheel with one hand and shifting with the other, the aerodynamic downforce footprint remains perfectly stabilized. So, what is the analytical verdict on this first gold-badged, personalized F5-M? You could easily dismiss this as an eccentric millionaire's ultimate toy. But from an engineering perspective, it represents something far more profound. It proves that despite the industry's rush toward electrification and automated dual-clutch perfection, there is still a massive appetite for raw, terrifying mechanical purity. Hennessey didn't build this car to break efficiency records. They built it to see if human bravery could still coexist with 1,817 horsepower and a clutch pedal. It is a glorious, completely unhinged celebration of the manual gearbox. I'm Ava. Tell me your thoughts on this manual monster below, and let's get into it in the comments.